Hello everyone, what is going on? My name's the Newbie Warrior, and welcome back to my K-pop reaction channel. I post new K-pop reaction videos every single day, so if you like K-pop reactions, maybe go check out my channel. I have a playlist for a bunch of artists that I've covered the most. I have a pretty big Super Junior playlist, pretty big EXO playlist, pretty sizable Idol playlist. Trying to think who else. Anyway, so with that out of the way, hello. Welcome to episode 1 of Super Junior Greatest Album of All Time. So the goal of this series is for me to establish a personal ranking for which Super Junior albums I like the most. So the way I'm going to do that is, every week I'm going to post 3 options for albums that I'm going to react to, and then have you guys vote in a poll. I'll post in a video link. I'll post a video with a link in the description with a poll where you can go and vote every week until we're done with all of Super Junior's discography. And then whichever video gets the most votes by Friday morning when I check. So whenever I wake up Friday morning, that's it. That's locked. I'll make a comment just like I did here. Said, hey, I'm locking the poll, so whatever results there are right now is what I'm reacting to. Thanks, everyone. Okay, so I'll lock it in, and then I'll react to whichever gets the most votes. So this one was MAMACITA, which is the 7th album. If you weren't here, or if you were only here for my Super Junior stuff, hey, I totally get it. If you're not an EXO fan or whatever, totally fine. Yesterday I posted my greatest album of all time for EXO, which I started as well this week. And I learned a couple of things in one day. One, this concept I think has potential, but I do have some things to work on. Some of those things will be improved in this video, some of them will not. I'm working on getting spreadsheets instead of just the janky Word document with a calculator setup that I've got right now. But spreadsheets are coming soon. Yay, how to make your series exciting, spreadsheets. But the main thing I wanted to address is, for that, I reacted to the album that was voted on, only to find out that there was a repackage of that album that I then have to react to as well. So what I'm going to do in that case is just roll those 3 extra tracks into the score and re-average the score for that album. So I noticed when I was looking at MAMACITA that there is also a repackage of the 7th album with all the same songs plus an additional 3 tracks called This Is Love. So instead of MAMACITA, hopefully this is okay with you guys, I'm actually going to be reacting to This Is Love, which looks like the special edition or the repackage of it. So please let me know in the comments if that is wrong, or if you would have voted for a different album. If you don't like, if any of the songs are different versions or something, let me know. But I'm just going to assume, I looked at all the tracks, they're all there, they have the same lengths and everything, so yeah. So, This Is Love, Super Junior. I've never listened to a full album from Super Junior before. I've really only listened to the stuff I've reacted to, plus a couple of tracks here and there. So I'm very excited, slightly nervous. Keep in mind, okay, 2 things that are extremely important before I start here, okay? 1, what I'm going to do is I'm going to rate each track on 1 to 10 for how much I like it, okay? This is only how much I like it in comparison to other Super Junior music. So I'm not trying to rank Super Junior against EXO, the other group I have running right now, or any group I do in the future, or music that isn't K-pop or anything. All I'm doing, these are hermetically sealed rankings. These rankings only apply within the group. Okay? So if I give a song a 1, but I like all of that artist's music, that means that is 10% of what I expect from that artist. But if I was comparing it to every song in the entire world, that song that's a 1 for Super Junior, for example, might be still a 7 or an 8, right? Because I like the artist's music so much more. So that's why the system is just sealed to individual artists. My goal is not to find my ultimate song and decide which fan war I'm going to participate in and which side of the Crusades. No, no, no. I just like the music I like, and I'm trying to create an honest reaction for you guys about what I like, how much I like it. So, we're going to listen in order. I'm going to write down a score from 1 to 10. I will wait till the end of the album, and then once we're at the very end, I will give myself a chance to re-listen to any tracks I have questions of, click around, rearrange any of my scores. I reserve the right to change any scores until I average them out. Okay, so then we're going to add them all together and divide by the number of tracks, in this case 13, get an average, and that'll be the album score. Okay? So, please don't hate me if I crap on your favorite song. It's nothing personal. I promise you, I just want to find music I like. Some of these songs I've heard before, some of them I've never heard, so I'm very excited. So without further ado, this is the greatest album of all time, Super Junior Edition, Episode 1, Mamacita Special Edition, This Is Love. That was a mouthful. This is Love. Ooh. Okay. Sounds jazzy. I'm impressed. Okay. I'm liking these jazzy guitars. That clap is not my favorite thing in the world for percussion. We'll see if it changes. It's a really flat clap. The vocals are really good though. That third guitar comes in. Cool to hear the different parts and the synth. Nice little like arcadey sounds in the background. Nice rap break. Ooh, went into spoken with that little tiny soft guitar riff. This is groovy. This is a long song too, 4 minutes. Okay. I'm waiting for the song to do something a little different now. Repeating this chorus is not my favorite thing. Okay. That's good. That's a good switch up. This is good. This is groovy. Sorry, my eyes are going to be closed a lot because I'm just listening, really trying to pick up on everything. Pretty vocal. Oh, the vocal. Those ad-libs are nuts. sounds so good. Very R&B. Ooh, the little guitar solo. Okay, so before the next song, I'm going to talk about, like I said, this is your first time seeing this format. Basically, I pause the song, I talk about what I liked about the song, what I didn't like about the song, then I assign it a tentative score, which, like I said, can be changed up until I get to the end, and then I can lock everything in. So, what did I like about the song? I loved the ad-libs. Some of the best use of jazz ad-libs I've heard in a really long time. I think I'm going to be saying that a lot, though, so that's what makes me nervous, but we're going to get through the whole album. I can move the score around. This is just a tentative placeholder. So I loved the use of jazzy ad-libs. They could have done more, but what was here was perfect. Like, I wouldn't change what they put in. I really liked the guitars. The use of the different guitars and blending them with the couple of synths that were in there sounded very nice. The whole track sounded absolutely gorgeous, except one part of it, which is one of the cheapest, most generic, worst sounding percussive claps I've ever heard in my entire life, in a fully produced track from a big artist. Once again, this isn't hate. A lot of the time that's a budget thing. A lot of the time it's a mixing issue. A lot of the time, like, I'm not trying to hate on Super Junior. It's just that clap went the entire song except for when the percussion dropped out. But anytime there was any percussion, it was just the same clap, and the clap didn't change tempo. The clap didn't get any louder. There was no processing or echo on the clap. There was no rhythm switches. It was just that same clap that I've heard in so many songs, but not as well mixed into everything else. And I think had the rest of the track not been mixed so well, the clap, I wouldn't have noticed the clap and how bad it was. But the rest of the track was, like, masterful. It sounds like they had an amazing track and it was perfect. And then somebody's like, oh no, we need to add percussion. Crap, well, there's no drums in the song. What do we do? Let's just throw this clap sample in real quick. Okay, we have 1 hour to get this out the door. Okay, we're done. That's what it feels like to me, because the track is so well mixed, so well mastered, so well thought out, that I cannot believe that you just hear... Sorry, I'm just going to go to a random bit in the song. Oh, this is the next song. RIP. Spoiler. Random bit in this song. The entire song. Except for when there's no percussion. Just, even in the rap breaks, they didn't switch the percussion. Even when the whole rest of the tempo of the song changed, they didn't switch the percussion. Oh, sorry guys. And then the other thing is, in the middle of the song, around this point, the chorus went 3 times in a row. And it wasn't different any of the times. I think they could have kept 2 of those choruses, or changed the rhythm, or added another guitar riff in the chorus, or swapped that for a rap break, or done something else for one of those 3 choruses, or just cut it and make the song 30 seconds shorter. So those 2 nitpicks I have. Well, one of them is a major issue. The repeated chorus isn't a big deal. Honestly, I probably only hated that repeated chorus because it just meant longer of... But, like I said, the ad-libs carried this song so much. So, this was going to be slightly above average. This was going to be a 75% or a 7.5. But I'm so sorry, that clap and that repeated chorus, I'm going to drop it to a 6.5 tentatively. Okay? Keep in mind, this is not... I'm not saying... Literally, this is 65%, you're failing. What I mean is, I think this is 65% of the greatness that I could hear from Super Junior as a group. So, once again, that score might move. It might stay the same. Okay, please don't hate me. I'm sorry. It just, even if you hate me, it's worth it for me hating that clap so much. So, on to Hit Me Up. Hopefully, there's not that one percussion sample that brings it down an entire point. Okay. A lot of brass. Hey, a real sounding drum kit, even if it's not real. Sounds good. They already passed the percussion test they failed last. This song is very sexy already. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Oh, the layering of brass and the ad-lib layers, the vocal layers, is so nice on this. Interesting, like, is this another Latin concept? I swear Super Junior does a lot of Latin jazz concepts. Not complaining, I love Latin jazz concepts. Ooh, the way that trumpet stuttered in. This song is so alive. See, the percussion completely swapped. Beautiful. Ooh. The quality of the vocals. And these don't sound like really synthy brass. It almost sounds like real brass. It could be real brass, or it could be just very, very good samples. But either way, it sounds very nice. Wow, that song blew me away. Yo, Hit Me Up is a strong, that's one of the best. That's a real good song. Can I give a 10 this early? Can I give a 10 this early? I don't know. See, I was gonna dock it just a little bit, not like I docked it for the clap sample, because I didn't hate this. But the only thing I was gonna nitpick on, the only criticism I had of Hit Me Up, was that they went to that boom, boom, but then they changed it, and right after they said, and the drums go, which then puts it in the context of, this isn't just a random annoying English sounding syllable anyone can hear and get stuck in their head. That's normal. That's a little annoying to me in this context, right? Because I just didn't love the way it sounded for whatever reason. But when they add that context and say, no, this is automatopoeia. This is the song. This is Hit Me Up like a drum. The drums go. And then they drop back into the boom boom. Then it makes me like it, actually. So you know what? We're going to drop a 10 on this. It might be too early. That might get bumped down to like a 9 or a 9.5. Right now, that's a 10. That is maybe the best Super Junior song I've heard so far. And I'm going to say that, if I say that more than once, that's good for this album, I guess. Wow. Hit Me Up was good. Um, Also, please keep in mind that when I'm evaluating these tracks, I'm evaluating them in the produced album version. So I'm not evaluating a live performance I've heard. So, like, for example, of Mamacita or of Midnight Blues, these tracks I've seen live stages for. If the produced track isn't as good as the live stage, then I'm going to rate the produced track lower. You know, it's not what's the best performance of the song, it's what is here as part of the album. So, just thought I'd clarify that. Okay, Mamacita. I know I love this song. How do I like it compared to Hit Me Up? That's the question. Do I need to lower Hit Me Up? Do I like this more? We're going to find out. Ooh, song slaps. Oh, I forgot about the little double times. Right at the start. Sorry about that background noise. Video just finished rendering. This chorus is really strong. Man, Super Junior does Latin jazz so much justice. That's a really deep bass they're using too. I didn't notice that the first time I listened to this song. Oh, that little... They're changing the rhythm pattern of the rap and the rest of the song. They don't match. That's the same thing. Sorry to pause it. That's the same thing Soyeon did for her rap. Soyeon of Idol. That's the same thing that she did during her Señorita rap. And it works very well with the Latin jazzy concept, where the rapper is rapping in a different time signature. So it's not like, you know, whatever. I don't even know what this time signature is, to be honest with you, off the top of my head. I'm not listening that closely. But it's a different time signature than the rest of the music. So, like, I'm just going to run this back a little bit. I'm going to try not to pause too much during the tracks for these album reactions, but this is something that's really cool. Okay, so listen, he's in time here. Next phrase. Wait. Okay, it's not him. Next rapper. They're in different times. Ooh. Sorry, I was talking over that. I need to go back again. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm going to stop talking over the tracks. I'm going to pause them if I need to say something. Screw it. Yeah, so hear that lurching? They're off time. Oh, that, like, electric guitar sounding synth building. Oof. I like the song, guys. Okay. So thoughts about Mamacita. Very, very good song. I really, really like it. I'm gonna be honest though, I don't like it as much as I remember liking it from the live performance, which would make sense because I know Super Junior is a group that all of the members are ridiculously vocally talented and they just throw their voices out like crazy at live shows. So just reacting to the produced album version of this, I do very much like it, but I don't like it anywhere near as much as Hit Me Up. I actually found myself bouncing between an 8 and a 7.5 on this. Tentatively, remember, they can move. Don't attack me yet. Wait till the end of the video to unleash your hell fury upon me for crapping on your favorite song. I mean, I'm not crapping on it. I like that song. I just think the vocal improvisation that they do, and actually I think they sound better without whatever pitch correction and like studio production and cleanness is on their voice in this version of the track, kind of limits the peak of the empty spaces left. Like the rap pockets I pointed out when I paused it were still very impressive and very awesome, but I think this version, the studio recording, is actually hurt by the production on their voices. I wish there was less production and more just raw their vocals. I think it would have let the song be better. That said, I still really liked it. It's a 7.5. We are moving on to Midnight Blues. This is another one that now I'm nervous I'm not going to like it. Because I loved the live version, but once again, it was so carried by vocals, so we'll see. Okay, I already like this. I like that little, like 70s synth bouncing along this really jazzy classic track. Ooh, pretty vocals. See, even on this track, more than Mamacita, I'm already hearing less production on their voices. Way more raw vocals. I'm loving. This song is just such a, like a noir vibe to it. Legitimately makes me feel like I'm a freaking TV detective. The instrumental sounds like it's the same, but there actually is enough change that it's fine. That bass and the little are the same. Ooh, the vocals. Ooh, the ad-libs. I really like the mixture of like this almost dancey, cheesy 70s synth vibe, like new wave almost, with very classic jazzy sounds. It's really unique actually that they did this on this particular song. The note. Wow, that's a cool song. It's so unique. Still, I think weaker. Significantly weaker than my live performance, though. But I did like that song so much that it's making me rethink all my other ratings. Because I don't want to set the ceiling too high this album, and then if I hear what song better than a 10, then I have nowhere to go, right? This song it's so unique, first of all. That's just like, it did get a little repetitive. Like I said, they did change some things, but there was a little, I would have liked a little bit more something switched up. But I think they did that to give room for the vocals, which were beautiful. And like I said, unlike Mamacita, the vocals in Midnight Blues, in the produced version, still sounded not as good as live, but much closer to it. So I'm going to give this an 8. And I feel like this recontextualizes everything. So for now, we're going to bump this down. We're going to bump this down. And we're going to bump this down. Like I said, these can change. Please don't hate me. This is only this version of the song. I'm not evaluating an MV. I'm not evaluating a live performance. And this is only compared to Super Junior's other music and what I expect from it. So, here we go. This is Don't Leave Me. Is it going to be a piano ballad? Ooh, pretty harmonies. Very pretty harmonies. Okay, this is a bit predictable for my liking. I like the spoken rap, the soft rap. I like that guitar in the background a lot too. Oh, they just traded lines to somebody else. Okay, that was really good. That was really, really good. That bumps the track up significantly, I think. Especially if there's another break like that somewhere. Not for rap necessarily, but for something else. That's pretty. Okay, what to say about that song? So at the beginning, I hated it, a lot. However, it did enough that I don't hate it. I just don't particularly like it. This is another one that I feel like if you're gonna make a 4 chords acoustic ballad, I feel like you should at least, especially when you have a group like Super Junior, where everybody's voices are insane, unbelievable, ungodly talented. It makes me sad to hear the produced version and have their voices so limited. I know this is from 2014, and there was more pitch correction then even than there is now on like ballad type songs. I notice now there's less of it, or at least less aggressive. I mean, it's pitch correction, there's nothing wrong with. It's just if it's really obvious and it inhibits a really talented singer's voice, then I don't like it. So I think this song live is probably one of my favorite. Like, I've never seen it, but I can tell already would be incredible. Please comment below if you have a very good live version of this. It won't change my rating here, but I do want to hear it, because I'm guessing they go off absolutely insane, but they were so limited by just toning the voices down and auto-tuning them. When I say pitch correction, I mean auto-tune. The reason I don't say auto-tune is because auto-tune's an old software no one uses anymore. But everyone just uses that word now anyway. It's kind of like Kleenex. Okay, so Don't Leave Me. Without the soft-spoken rap break, this was gonna be real bad. Real bad. However, with that soft-spoken rap break and the soft-spoken coming in at the end again, excuse me, I think that bumps it up quite a bit. However, juxtaposition though being the soft-spoken rap break, they could have done that 2 more times. Like, I feel like either entering with a narration like that, like an opening bridge of the narration with the soft vocal rap, and then like in the middle an actual verse like there was, and then closing at the end more than like the one sentence that he said. Like, can you imagine how incredible and beautiful this produced track could have been? Or if they would have just, like I said, pulled the auto-tune way down on their voices and just let them go ham in the studio, I think this could have been an absolutely incredible, mind-blowing ballad. As is, it's somewhat forgettable with a rap break that kind of lifts it up a little bit, but doesn't carry it by any means. So this is hard. This is hard to give a numerical score to, because you guys know my reasoning now, at least, I hope. I think I'm being unfair to... I really didn't like This Is Love. I'm actually going to bump that down to a 5. I think that's about 50% Super Junior. And I'm going to give this a 6. So, I don't like it. Is that even fair? I'm going to give this a 5.5. I'm going to give this a 5.5. Sorry, please don't hate me. Remember, this is only a reaction to the studio tracks. It's just, it didn't work for me. Without that rap break, this was going to be a 4 or lower. Like, it's just, like I said, they either let them go and don't auto-tune so much, don't pitch correct so much, and let them go free in the studio, or they should have, I don't know, they should have, like I said, focused on something interesting or unique with more of that rap break. That was one of the coolest sounding rap breaks I've heard in a ballad like that. Okay, here comes ing, ... ing, something like that. Here we go. I like that synth sound. His voice is very far back in the mix. Ooh. Wow, even the mix is moving. That's like this entire song is like a river. And you're approaching a waterfall. That's the vibe I'm getting. Pretty phrasing. Ooh, I like that. Little switch up from my expectations. The key change slide was kind of expected, but that's okay. It doesn't have to be revolutionary. I like those violins in the background. That's a big change up from the beginning of the song. Oh, those strings. This is a lighter song for sure. These transitions are beautiful. Don't you dare key change the same as last time. Dang it key changed the same as last time. Alright, I'll stop now. This is a very dramatic song. This reminds me of a Disney song, 100%. Ooh, that's pretty vocals. That held note is really nice. That carries this whole section. Wow, that song is beautiful. I stand by what I said at the beginning. They managed to pull it off. It feels like you're like if you just close your eyes and listen to that song, it feels like you are in a river of music and it's a little tiny stream and then it just slowly grows across miles and miles and miles. I don't know if you guys have ever watched a nature documentary and it follows like the head of the Amazon River and it's just like that's what it feels like, where you're just in the river and the track is just expanding around you with beautiful full sound. Nothing felt cheap. There was only one moment that felt predictable, and that was that very first key change, and they went right where I thought they were going to. But that's okay. It doesn't have to be revolutionary. I don't want you guys to get this idea that I only like something if I've never heard it before, because that's ridiculous. It's just how well executed is it, and is it annoying that I've heard it before? Do you know what I mean? So, with this song, that one key change was like a, I don't know, that's what I thought it was gonna do. But then quickly the strings come back in and do very interesting accompaniment, like 2 string parts, and then the strings took the melody and they were singing a harmony to the strings for a second, somewhere in there. And then, like I said, this whole time you're slowly approaching excuse me, you're slowly approaching this beautiful climax, and then it's like you're at the mouth of a waterfall, and you just go down the waterfall, and it's just like you're just surrounded by just an epic, and then that held the note that is in like 8th harmonies with the violin. Oh, it's incredible how that track ends. And it's incredible how it starts. I'm going to play just the very beginning of this again, so you can hear what I mean. It's like do you hear how far back in the mix everything is? It's like the sound is behind you almost. And then even by the time you get here, it's growing, it's growing, it's growing, not just in volume, but in where it is, in the tonal placement of their voice. It's like they're singing from far back, then they're singing a little bit more forward, then they're singing upper. It's just the whole track has a dynamic movement to it that something like Don't Leave Me is like, will never even come close to. This was amazing. Do I like it as much as Hit Me Up? Oh, I'm not going to go 0.75s. But I might. We're going to tentatively call this 8.5. But it might go to a 9. It might be there. This is amazing. I love this track. Okay, on to Evanescence. I heard this once before when you guys had me react to a live performance, I believe. Once again, I don't expect it to be as good as that. We'll see, though. A little bit of an electropop vibe at the start of this one. I like this so far. I will do my best to not call this song Evanescence during this video, like I did during my first reaction to it. Wow, those little glitchy tones are very nice. Almost like a MIDI. This chorus is really strong. This might be my favorite Super Junior chorus I've heard so far. Probably because the chorus isn't really a chorus. It's like a pre-chorus, verse, and a bridge all in one. Ooh. The song is so soulful. It's so soulful and passionate. Wow, that track was very special too. Evanescence, after the beginning of like Mamacita, for example, and how much less I liked Mamacita than the live, I was worried that this track I would like a lot less than the live as well. But do you know what? They kept most of the really cool vocal stuff from that live performance I heard. Like, the vocals were very true to what I heard from this live. Which makes me even more sad about Don't Leave Me. But I'm done bullying that song now, I swear. Evanescence, though, it's like I said, they kept almost, they didn't keep everything special. There were some moments where it's like, let his voice crack there. You know what I mean? Let their voices crack there. Don't sterilize that. I wish there were moments where I was like, man, I wish they wouldn't have smoothed that out. But there were also moments where I heard imperfections. I heard little diction slips. They didn't make the perfect syllable that you would auto-tune to if you were auto-tuning it. Which means they let a lot of stuff through, and they let their... I felt like what was missing from This Is Love and from Don't Leave Me, what was missing was in Evanescence. And that is, in Evanescence, I could tell every time someone switched singing, even though I don't know the names that well, and even though I don't know their individual voices that well, every single time they switched, I could instantly tell it was somebody else, and I could tell something unique about their voice that I liked. And in Don't Leave Me and This Is Love, the vocals were so processed and sterile that they could have come from any relatively talented singer. And that's what frustrates me about pitch correction in slow ballad type songs. And I felt like Evanescence took that and they said, we're going to do a little bit of correction. You know, probably the artists are like, hey, we want to sound as good as possible, right? Understandable. No hate for that. But they said, we want to sound like us as good as possible. We don't want to sound like a computer as good as possible. And then they took that and they mixed it with the coolest little production flourishes. This whole glitch beat that's completely to the side of the main melody and the main bass and the main percussion that just goes through the whole song. There's like this little glitchy electronic like bounceness to it that should clash. It should make me hate the song, but it makes me love the song. And for that reason, Evanescence is getting a 7.5. That could go up to an 8. I don't know. But right now it's a 7.5. That is such a cool song. I love that song. Very unique. Okay, here we go. Raining Spell for Love. Ooh, it's gonna use a thunderstorm sample. That's always fun. Did they use it?
Alive from the start.
Okay.
It's never gonna change. I swear to God.
Ooh. That's pretty. Ooh. Oh, the flute! Hold on, flute, where'd you come from? Electric guitar and saws. Sorry guys, I'm rewinding this. I don't care. Electric guitar and saws just came in. What? Actually? Was there any hints this was gonna happen? No! It's gone. I thought it was gonna go back. Oof. This is beautiful as well. Ooh, that's like almost it's a really distorted guitar just hanging in the back. It gives it like that sound. But the vocals are very much not that style. And the piano chords aren't that way either. Ooh. I don't know why he's so far back in the mix, but he's slaying the notes. Oh, and it goes back to the rain. Whoa, that's cool. That's really cool. Once again, they let the voices go wild and just ham on that song. The only thing is, I felt like the vocals, the main vocals and the ad-libs could have been a little bit further forward in the mix. But honestly, that's my only criticism of the song. Like, what they did with just dropping into that rap verse and then instantly coming out of it, it was almost like that was the thunder. Like it almost to me felt like this song was the peaceful rainstorm, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, there's a flash, which is like those electric guitars come in, which obviously you can't hear a flash, but there's lightning, and then the rap starts, and that's like the thunder, and then it's gone instantly again, and it's just the rain, the track, the jazz tones, the piano riffs, and then it comes back to the rain and the thunderstorm. And I thought just what it did with almost telling a story musically. Obviously, I don't have the lyrics. One thing I was going to mention at the start in this video that I forgot to is I don't have the lyrics for these. The reason for that is because I'm an idiot and recorded the EXO one without lyrics, and I didn't want to be unfair to you guys and run two entire first greatest of all times and have one of them, because it was a day later, have lyrics for the next 8, 9, however many albums Super Junior has, I don't know, weeks, and the other one not. It felt like I don't want to play favorites like that, So we're gonna live and learn, and I swear the next groups I do after EXO and Super Junior will have lyric videos. And I know, I'm sorry that sucks for you guys, but it is what it is. Okay, sorry, back to the track. The arc of the song and how the song moved through a journey. I said ing dot ing was an arc, and it was like I said, you start in the back and then you slowly are like going down this river of sound. I felt like this was the opposite. You start with that thunder, you start with the rainfall, and then the thunder hits, and then it's like the musical rain of the track, and then the lightning, thunder, bam, bam, musical rain of the track, and then it's the actual rain at the end, and then the lightning, thunder one more time. As a beautiful composition, it kept moving. There's just a okay, I've said enough. I can't give it lower than an 8. I can't give it lower than an 8. What it did was so incredible that in storytelling musically, that and so unique and so beautiful that I have to give that the credit that was due. And also, like I mentioned on Evanescence and on ING, the vocals felt real. They felt like I could once again hear the individual tones and timbres and tendencies of each member. And I feel like that's really important for a song. If you have dancey songs where you're using auto-tune or pitch correction to make yourself sound cool, like a T-Pain song or a Black Bear song, you know what I mean? Or like, for example, like, since this is a K-pop channel, I should probably give some K-pop examples. Like, Fantastic Baby, for example. Hey, I'm Fantastic Baby. Like, that song is supposed to have pitch correction because that's literally the song. That's what they're going for. So if you're going for a dancey vibe, a club banger vibe, I like it. I like pitch correction. You can do cool things musically with it on purpose. But using it as a band-aid because you're afraid of messing up or you're afraid of your artist messing up. I don't know if this was produced by them or not. It doesn't really matter. It feels to me like the songs that I'm liking so much more on this album are the ones where they just say, you know what? We're not perfect, but we all know we're good singers. And we're going to let you hear that we're good singers, but that we're not perfect. And I think that's special and honest, and it makes me like those songs more. Alright, Shirt, here we go.
Yeah. It's your time. So let's
Is that a xylophone?
Let's go. Black and white shirt.
Oh, is this another Latin concept?
And switch. Black and white shirt. So man, they got go. Clap your hands and switch. Black and white shirt. 한 줄을 채우고 모두 흔들어 다 같이.
Okay, it's not quite Latin. I thought it was. This is so weird. So that's what I'm talking about with process vocals, where it's fine, they're doing it on purpose to serve a purpose. This song has a very nice groove to it, a rhythm. I can't get over the groove of this song. The rap verses too still have a very cool, suave vibe to them. Cool percussion. Ooh! The dance breakdown is just a big band section. This reminds me of like a college marching band. during like halftime. Just this little bit. Oh, that electric guitar out of nowhere. Well, that was the weirdest song about a shirt I've ever heard in my life. But weird in a real good way. This was almost too chaotic. I know I've been saying this whole album, don't rely so much on repetition. It's bad. Like, I want to hear just a little change. This was almost too much, but it wasn't too much. It was perfect, but it got darn close. I'm gonna give this a 7. I think like this is a definite passing grade. It's not like, and that's just in terms of how much I like it. Like, originality, uniqueness, maybe 9.5 or a 10. But like, I also have to account how much I actually envision myself listening to the song compared to other songs from Super Junior, and I liked it. It's very cool. It was very groovy. The rap verses were dope. I think I'm gonna go with a 7 though. I think a 7 is where I'm sitting, unless some other drastic change happens. But it's a cool song. It's a very cool song. I haven't heard anything like it. It's not my absolute favorite. That's all. But good. But cool. All right, let's dance. Let's dance. Everybody, let's go. Nice little glitch. Ooh, more weird 70s synths. There's a really deep, almost a house sound to this song, actually. The vocals, all of them are really far back, behind the instrumental. It's not a complaint, it's just, I'm just noting. They're continuing the glitch stuff from, like, Evanescence and ING. That almost sounded like a fart. Maybe more like a zipper than a fart. Oh! This is like a Feeling Yourself song. Ooh. Ooh. That synth is really dragged out. Whoa, the weird guitar synth things from Evanescence came back, or from ING came back, I think. What's going on? They're just here to make the power of dance stronger, baby. This song is cool. Weird song. But I think it's another 7. I think, what if we just get like 3 7s in a row? That'd be weird. I think it's another 7. Do I like that more or less than Shirt? Do I like it more? I don't know. I think I might like it more. I think we're gonna sit Let's Dance at a 7. I feel happy about that. We'll come back to Shirt. I'm not sure. Shirt might have to go down. But then I still like it more than Mamacita, and I don't want to push Mamacita too far down, because I do like the song. I don't know. Alright. Too Many Beautiful Girls. Here we go. Weird. Another Latin-y type concept. Not jazzy though, just Latin inspired. Uh-oh, we got annoying generic claps back. I'm not a fan of this already. Could change, but so far, nah. I do like the synth there. I like the guitar. See if the track does anything else. Guys, I'm gonna fall asleep. So you can't do the really cool synth into electric guitar thing the exact same time you did it last time and change nothing, and then expect me to like it as much. It actually makes me like the first time less. I don't like na-na-nas. Decent harmonies, though. I like this guitar bit at the end. Man, those claps are destroying my life, though. Nice high note. Man, I'm disappointed. With how that song started, I thought it was going to be really cool. And then it turned into, like, JK, we're not a Latin concept. Any boy band in any country in the world could have made this song. I don't know. Like, the guitar thing was cool, but then they did it again and again in the same place, predictably. And once again, the stupid generic clapping that you could probably pay $5 for and use in your multi-million copy selling song. Like, I could legit not pay royalties and pay $5 for a clap that sounds like that, even if my song went platinum. So that just weakens a track so much to me. And then plus the actual harmonies and melodies here were not... Hold on. This song, it's gonna make me go listen back to Don't Leave Me and This Is Love just a little bit. Here, let's see. I think I'm being too mean to This Is Love. Wait, did it have the rap at the end? This is important. I need to double check. I don't remember. If that might have been Don't Leave Me. It had the whisper rap at the end. See, at least this had cool ad-libs. Alright. You get a 4 for... I'm disappointed, EXO. This is literally just generic boy band song 437. Like, One Republic could have made this... Not One Republic. One Direction could have made this song. Like, you know, it could have been a bad NSYNC B-side. It could have been, like, any boy group in any country in the world could have made that. I don't know. Like, I'm sorry if you like that song. I understand that boy band sound is not for me. I'm not the target demographic. So I'm not saying it's objectively bad. It's just something that I really don't like, which I think is important to note the difference. I might be being too mean to This Is Love. Also, this song has the generic claps. I'm bullying This Is Love too hard. Alright. Yeah, it's a 4. Sorry. Sorry for the album. Too Many Beautiful Girls not sticking the landing for me. Alright, we've had some highs, we've had some lows. Let's see if they can finish strong, guys. This is mid-season. Ooh. Cool. The strings, too, with it. That's 3 very interesting sounds already. I like this airy sound he's got going on right now. Woo! Are they all gonna take turns with the airy vocals here? That would actually, I wouldn't even mind that. If they just did it one by one for the whole song, I'm down. Oh, beautiful little airy vibrato. Okay, where's it going? Ooh, the vocals are doing very interesting things. Cool. This reminds me almost of like Europop, like 80s, 90s Europop, but with like a little bit different synths. I don't love this when they resolve up into this like 4 chords each. But I don't love this right here. But it's short. Well, unless they do it again. If there's a third time, it's gonna hurt my score right here. Like if it's 3 in a row. At least he goes up on the second one. Okay, it's fine. I wish they would have kept that airy sound a little bit longer, but it's fine. This is good too. Very high-pitched stabby synths in the background. At least he's high up there again. Ooh! Over the high note he's rapping. That's actually really cool. Ooh! Wow, that was good. Okay, sorry, I'm not ready to listen to the last track yet. That was good. I liked everything except the little chorus repeat where it did it once and then the high note was better. I didn't like that. It's like and resolve the 4 chords, simple songwriting. Okay, but then it goes away really quick, and then it does things that are I would never expect it to do. That's a good, weird song. That does not sound like it was made in 2014. That's all I'm gonna say. This song's shaken up my whole scores, I think. You know why? Because I'm giving this a 7.5. And you know what? The thing is, I feel like I have to honestly bump Evanescence to an 8. There we go. And then actually I think Shirt I liked less than I thought. So we're going to take... No, not 4. No. 6.5. Not to scare you guys. No. It's not worse than This Is Love. We're not there yet. Alright. That's what I wanted to do. Weird song. Good weird. Very good weird song. Okay. Last track of the album, and then we'll see if I feel like rearranging anything. Once again, I'm not evaluating the live performance I've heard or seen of this. Only this album version. The song is beautiful. I know that. They are keeping a lot of their raw vocals here. I remember how shook I was the first time I heard this. beautiful track. Ooh. Tight harmony. And it's low, too. See, this is when I don't mind that resolve to upper. When there's sweeping strings. I think strings are what's required for me to like upper resolves at the end of a chord. Ooh, the little bit of electric guitar. Pretty. That guitar, and then the guitar line gets echoed, the call and repeat to its vocal. That's cool. That tight, really upper tight harmony now. Ooh, that build of vocals at the end. Ooh, those chords. This song is beautiful. That's a beautiful, beautiful song. Yeah, it's a strong stint. It's a strong ending. No, don't play anything else. That's for later. I think, guys, I think that's another 8. Is that, do I like that? Alright, hold on. I'm gonna put 8, and then I gotta go listen to a little bit of Evanescence and a little bit of Midnight Blues and just double check. Okay, sorry, not an 8. False hype. 7.5. 7.5. Completely different type of track to that song, but it's very good still. Is there anything I really want to change? I don't think so. Except, how much do I like Hit Me Up? Screw it. I like it more than that. We gotta be a little bit more fair here. That's my final locked in rankings. Here we go. Okay? Once again, in future weeks, this will be done with a spreadsheet that already has the adding formula, and then you'll be able to see it compared to the other albums. However, I'm lazy and don't have that spreadsheet yet, so we're using a calculator and manually doing the math in the video. Yeah, well, not manually. That would be it. Carry the 1. No. Not doing that. However, 5 plus 9.5 plus 6.5 plus 8 plus 5.5 equals, oops, I didn't hit plus again. Okay. Plus 9 plus 8 for Evanesce, not Evanescence, McKinley. I said during my reaction to that song that band forever ruined even the name Evan. Like, when I meet people in real life named Evan, my brain almost wants to call them Evanescence out loud. Like, if I was really tired, I might call them Evanescence. 6.5 plus 7. I swear this is lame. I swear next week we'll not do this. But I didn't have the spreadsheet made yet, so we're doing it. Scuffed math, baby. Should be our last plus 7.5. Here we go. 92.5. Did my whole monitor just get brighter? I feel like it did. Oh well. You guys will have to tell me if the glare got massively brighter. Okay. 92.5 divided by the number of songs, which is 13. 7.12. That's what we're going with here. 1, 2. That's our final score for this album. Guys, please don't hate me. This is my first thoughts on This Is Love, the Mamacita repackage. I know I put Mamacita in the future when I list these album names. I didn't realize when I made the poll how repackages worked. I assumed they would have the same name but repackaged or something. But nope, they just are called something else. So in the future, I'm always going to use the repackaged edition unless someone specifically tells me like some of the songs aren't there from the original or something. Then we'll have to figure that out. Guys, please let me know. Give me honest thoughts on the format. Couple of things that you don't have to address. Like I said at the beginning, I'm not going to do lyrics for EXO or for Super Junior Greatest Album of All Time. I know, I'm sorry, it sucks. I should have thought of this before, but I didn't. So you guys are stuck without them. I'm really sorry about that. Somebody already said, make a spreadsheet, you idiot. No, they were much nicer than that. That's my my editorial saying you idiot. Make a spreadsheet so you don't have to awkwardly waste 2 minutes at the end of every one typing in a calculator and reading numbers slowly out loud. So, gonna do that. Put them in a spreadsheet with the formulas. Bam, bam, bam. You'll be able to compare it to the other albums as I'm making it. That'll be good. So that should be here next week. Yeah, let me know other thoughts that you have on this format, though. You know, let me know. Guys, thanks for sticking with me. Thank you especially to anybody who watched through this entire video. I'm not going to do a lot of editing, if any, on these. And the reason for that is that I want you guys to hear my full, honest deliberation. I don't want there to be any question of why I'm picking a song with a certain rating. And I feel if I edit that, then it might seem disingenuous, or I might jip out on my reasons for one song or something, and I don't want to do that. So I just want to be honest with you guys and say, hey, look, this is why I'm doing this. You can hear the whole time. There will be a timestamp for when the reaction starts, because I tend to ramble at the beginning. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Keep an eye on the channel tomorrow, because I will have a video going up announcing the scores. It'll be like my greatest album of all time, like, update video. I'm going to do those every Monday. So keep an eye out for that. And in the description of that video will be the poll, so you can vote on this and the EXO album reaction for next week. Guys, I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. And please remember to stay newbie.